Hi there, it is the Whispering Let's Player, and I'm sorry it's taken me quite so long to make this little update, but yeah, I just had my first week back at uni, and I have, yeah, so it's been about a month since I said I was going to make lots of videos. I've got stuff kind of very slowly working through, a lot of footage, some of which is ASMR related, hopefully, and that's mostly, it's in the pipeline, so it'll be coming quite soon, hopefully. And I also have related ideas to footage that I have, so there will be videos coming up shortly. But I just wanted to make this little update and just ramble again, as I quite often do, because I've been playing quite a lot of games over the holidays, because yeah, I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous. I got the new Planetary Landings expansion, and I played a lot of that. I actually really like it. I guess it was really expensive, but it was actually, so far it's already been pretty much worth it. And there's a whole lot more to come, so I'm excited about that. I really love landing on just random planets and just driving around or flying around. It's really quite cool. If you don't know, basically, they added the possibility, or the potential, for the ability to land on any planet without an atmosphere, or moon. So I've actually only probably landed on a handful, really, but you can land on, like, there's thousands of millions of planets in the game that you can land on now, and they will in the future be adding other types of planets, but it's a pretty impressive start. There's like ice worlds and Mars-like planets. Well, not quite Mars-like because there's no atmosphere, but similar. And you get the effects of gravity. I really should have put some Elite Dangerous gameplay, but this is me playing Grand Theft Auto, as you do. And for some reason, this is actually a different type of capture. This was with the Windows 10 Xbox capture, which is different. Shadowplay has actually released a new update, which is supposedly, well, it's a beta update, which has extra settings for microphone audio, but you still can't record in a different channel, and you still can't record at a fixed frame rate. So it's quite problematic for actually recording Let's Plays. However, I can have gameplay just playing on the background while I whisper, because that's not really a problem. It's only when the audio gets out of sync, which is what happens with variable frame rate in Premiere. It's actually there's a get around is just to use Windows Movie Maker, which, considering I'm just splicing audio with video, is mostly absolutely fine. So at some point I might find a game that I want to do a Let's Play in, and I'll just do it in Movie Maker. Other than that, other than Elite Dangerous, I was also playing, I finally got Fez, because I'd wanted to get Fez for ages, so I had a good few hours playing around in Fez. I need to get back to it, install it on my big computer, because I was away and playing on my laptop, which can't really do very much, but I could play Fez, so I was playing Fez on my laptop, and what else was I playing? I found some free games on GOG. What was it? Adventure game or something. I can't remember what it was called. That took up a couple of hours. And not Banished. It was Besieged or Besiege. That's really cool. I actually really want to go back and play that on my big screen. I haven't got it installed yet. I need to install that. But Besiege is fantastic. Basically, you can build little machines, and the base aim is to build machines that you can like destroy stuff with. So they have like little castles and stuff that you're supposed to try and knock down. But essentially, you could actually build basically anything, which is pretty cool. So Besieged and Fez, and yeah, to be honest, I haven't actually been playing. I've spent so much time playing Really Dangerous. I've not really been playing that many other games, but I've been watching quite a lot of Netflix as well. I was kind of annoyed to hear that they're about to start cracking down on VPN usage, because I just watched like a bunch of films on the Canadian Netflix, because I saw Interstellar, which was fantastic. Ex Machina, also really good. What other films did I see? Oh, I saw like an animated Asterix film, which was really like the visuals were so good. It's based on the French cartoon Asterix, and there was a bunch of other films. I watched Her, which was a bit weird, but I did actually really enjoy it. It was pretty good. Basically about a guy who falls in love with a computer. That's the basic plot. And there was a few other films as well. Oh, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. I think I watched that on Christmas Day. It was really good. That was a good hoot. And then I've been watching Cosmos, which is the Neil deGrasse Tyson series. So I've been working my way through that as well. And yeah, I've been listening to a lot of music as well. I recently discovered Maximo Park, and they're like a British band from Northern England, and yeah, they're my jam at the moment. And then there's I'm into two bands really much at the moment. I'm really into two bands at the moment. Maximo Park and a band called White. They're from Glasgow. Unfortunately, they only have 3 songs online at the moment, but hopefully soon they'll release more. Because yeah, I went to see a set. They played a full live set, so they obviously have some songs they're going to release soon. And I finally got Lana Del Rey's new album. Well, it's not even new anymore. 2015 album, Honeymoon. I already knew I liked quite a few songs, but yeah, there's quite a few album songs I hadn't heard yet, so it's good to finally get the album. And another album I got recently was Race to Space by Public Service Broadcasting, which, if you're into sort of space, it's really cool. Basically, they have a bunch of albums which are all based on different concepts, but this one is based on sort of taking audio clips and video clips actually in terms of their music videos, but they take audio clips from like famous speeches and events, and like put them to music basically. So the Race to Space is all about different space events. They have one that's about Sputnik, and they just have like elements of the sort of newscasters at the time, what the newscasters were saying about Sputnik, I guess. And for example, they have the other side, which is, I think it was Apollo 8, when they sent the lunar orbit. They sent a manned craft into lunar orbit, and that's a really good song actually. It sort of like builds the tension. I obviously know it's fine because like it happened, but in terms of the actual song, it's really fucking distracted. They have all of like the mission control audio. Well, obviously not all of it, but they have elements of the mission control audio, and it's sort of like they go behind the moon, and then they reappear, and then yeah, it's worth a listen. I'll put my link down there. So yeah, that's what I was listening to recently. I was thinking about trying to get some Skyrim to play, but Skyrim is being annoying. So maybe I can try and record Skyrim at some point. That was my aim, was to have some Skyrim as opposed to what I have now. But unfortunately, I couldn't record, or I was trying to use the Xbox game thing, and it wouldn't come up. So maybe I can probably just use Shadowplay, and it'll work fine. But yeah, I mean that's what I've been up to. And now I'm back at uni, which is awfully depressing. It means that I need to do lots and lots of work. But as you might be able to tell, this is a different microphone, and I'm recording straight to my computer, which is pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. That was a subtle reference there. Anyway, I'm now at about 13 minutes, so I think I'll call it a day on this little spot of updating. This is actually a bit more soft-spoken as opposed to a whisper, I guess. So, I think I actually only have, I'm not sure if I have any soft-spoken videos. But if you enjoy this, then, be sure to let me know in the comments. And I will actually try and do some more frequent updates, because I actually enjoy doing this quite a lot. It chills me out. Like, it chills me out making ASMR videos. Plus, I have a bunch of footage I think could be quite useful, quite cool. Basically, I spent a lot of time when I was away shooting, filming, as in not gun shooting, filming a bunch of different scenes. So I've built up quite a few sort of audio soundscapes. So with a little bit of editing, at least maybe more. To some of them won't need any editing at all. But for example, I have like a few minutes of waves just crashing and doing various sort of splashing. So I'm thinking about making a sort of soundscape video. Because it's all part of the footage is part of a more complicated edit. Basically, coming up on the 25th of January is Burns Night, which is, I think it's like the birthday of Robert Burns, who's a really famous Scottish poet. You might probably have, I don't know how, it's always hard to tell how universal someone is, but Robert Burns, famous Scottish poet. So you may see a video coming up that I'll do for that. In terms of an ASMR video. But I'm also hoping to get my sort of short film get done by that date. but having the actual motivation to sit down and edit it is proving a little bit tricky. Mainly because it involves recording my own voice, which in terms of this I don't find that a problem. But when I'm trying to nail it in terms of making poetry sound not cheesy, it becomes a little bit more troublesome. So, hopefully I can get it sorted. I think now it means I have about 10 days to do it, so maybe I'll just do it now. Maybe I'll just get cracking on it. Thanks for watching. This has been the Whispering Let's Player. And at least I had gameplay this time, even if it wasn't a Let's Play. At some point I will do another Let's Play. I actually have gone home in my Steam library that I bought specifically, well, almost specifically, to do a Let's Play in. And I still haven't done that, so at some point I'll do that. I don't know whether I'll ever finish the Leviathan one. That got a bit weird for me. It didn't have the same pull as Dear Esther. Dear Esther is probably one of my favourite games of all time, but yeah, it didn't. The Leviathan, I can't remember what it's called. Just didn't have quite the same thing. And I've somehow managed to mutter on for 4 minutes. So anyway, bye. Going back and editing, I realised this had more endings in Return of the King.